Good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot to talk about, and there is a new paradigm, a new sheriff, the nation's new top law enforcement official, William Barr. He's going to be confirmed within a week, either tomorrow or by next week, the beginning of February. And we're going to have an absolutely new Attorney General, a new Department of Justice. That's a very, very good thing. William Barr is going to be very different from Jeff Sessions. Am I absolutely certain? No. Is the writing on the wall? I would say so. I would say the writing's on the wall. I would say the writing's on the wall because there has to be a difference. When you have actual criminal behavior, with Hillary Clinton, who transferred top secret and special access program intelligence from an intranet, a government intranet called JWIX. Nobody knows how she did that. When you have obvious pay-to-play schemes. Omar Pena, thank you. Brandon Wolf to my super chat. Thank you. Thank you very much. Brandon Wolf, thank you very much. You give me every incentive to rock these live streams. The whole thing with Mueller is sick. It should have been shut down from the beginning. Deep state making their move. Trump must use his power Trump must use his power or be overthrown. Hate that it has to come to this. Brandon Wolf, I agree with you. I agree with you. And old Oil City News, I agree, and it's coming. I think the writing's on the wall, especially when Brandon Wolf, thank you so very much. And part of flipping the script, part of that is William Barr. The DOJ needs to investigate actual criminal conduct. What's taken place for 2 years is the media only focusing and criminalizing suspicion. So focusing on suspicion and criminalizing, oh, look, let's connect the dots, going after people for process crimes, using a CrowdStrike assessment of DNC servers to indict Russian intelligence officers. We have zero evidence the DNC was even hacked. The NSA is still moderately confident. So, William Barr promised a Strzok Page probe. He promised to look into the origins of the Mueller probe, the FISA application, all of these things. The fact that you had an illegal, unlawful, criminal investigation started by people like Peter Strzok, who said, we'll stop Trump. There's an insurance policy. So, and Eric H526, I love you. It's all good. Just you watching is amazing. But Brandon Wolf, thank you. Thank you so very, very much. If you didn't get notification, please share this link via social media. I am, as you know, protesting social media. But this is USA Today. 1 hour ago, Attorney General nominee William Barr says he would resign rather than fire Mueller without good cause. Well, of course there's going to be good cause. What do you think he's going to do if he finds out that the entire probe, the entire investigation was predicated upon opposition research, was fueled by opposition research purchased by Clinton that had not one shred of evidence backing it up? Where's the opposition research? Where's Trump's version of Christopher Steele that can just write a bogus dossier? And where's the DOJ and FBI investigation of Clinton? Where's the real investigation of Clinton? They didn't investigate Clinton. Everyone knows this. Every single person in the United States of America, even the I'm With Her people, know this. Every single person. They don't care. They want they want every advantage possible They want every advantage they can hold over Trump and Republicans. And they have people like James Clapper and John Brennan and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page and James Comey and Andrew McCabe. They had all of these people set up Trump after exonerating Clinton. And now you have the same people who continue to perpetuate, oh, Roger Stone, oh my God, he got arrested. Okay, for what? Well, he might have been an intermediary between WikiLeaks and Trump. Well, WikiLeaks didn't need Roger Stone, number one. And number two, if you look in 2015, there was and I keep talking about this, in 2015, there was a interview, Kim.com and Bloomberg 2015 interview, Kim.com, Assange, Clinton, worst. Okay. Kim.com, Julian Assange will be with Emily Chang. So Kim.com, Julian Assange will be Hillary Clinton's worst nightmare in 2016. How did he know this in 2015? Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 seconds, you debunked the entire Trump-Russia myth with this Bloomberg interview. Share the blue. I just put the link, Kim.com. Julian Assange will be Hillary Clinton's worst nightmare. By the way, Julian Assange is a hero. WikiLeaks is a noble organization, and I really like Ben Shapiro. But Ben Shapiro, the other day in his podcast, said, well, WikiLeaks is, I don't know, called him a criminal organization, something like that. I forgot what he said, but I have no clue why somebody as intelligent as Ben Shapiro would disparage WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks is a media company. WikiLeaks publishes pristine documents from whistleblowers. They publish the truth. They don't spin. And if the truth helps political adversaries, then maybe the country or the politician that is concerned with such an outcome shouldn't be so corrupt. Maybe they should focus on, I don't know, perhaps not lying to citizens, perhaps not engaging in criminal or unethical corruption, instead of simply blaming Julian Assange for doing what a journalist should do. Public journalism is public relations nowadays. Washington Post has zero interest in the truth. They only care about perpetuating the myth that Trump is an evil monster. Julian Assange Julian Assange published and WikiLeaks published information that was damaging both to left and right. Without WikiLeaks and without Julian Assange, what do we have? We have the New York Times with 99.9% of the journalists and writers and editors Clinton voters. What percentage of the media do you think voted for Hillary Clinton? And what percentage do you think voted for Trump? What you're seeing is the extension of the Democratic Party through the media under the guise of objectivity, which there's zero objectivity. If this was Hillary Clinton, and if people were saying that Trump purchased a dossier to set up Hillary Clinton, to implicate Hillary Clinton, they would ask, well, is there anything? Is there any? I don't understand why Ben Shapiro says that. I like Ben Shapiro, but it's like, it makes no sense. He's usually like uber logical. Makes zero sense at all. WikiLeaks, there's zero connection to Russia. Here's a news flash to Salome. I hope everything's good. Thank you for watching as always. How is an organization like WikiLeaks evil if they expose the truth? I have a Times of Israel article that says, hopefully Mr. Shapiro can read this because we're both Jewish. I have a Times of Israel article that actually WikiLeaks retweeted that says Julian Assange is a tzaddik, which is a holy person, a person who, and there's different ways to explain it, but he sheds light in a world of darkness. So I do like Ben Shapiro. I have no clue why he is down on WikiLeaks. The media reports regarding WikiLeaks are completely fabricated. There is no connection between WikiLeaks and Russia. There is zero connection. The indictments of Russian intelligence officials were based on CrowdStrike assessments. They were not based on any evidence the United States obtained. The Democratic Party outsourced CrowdStrike, and they repeated everything that Democrats wanted. There's zero evidence aside from a company that was literally given money by Clinton, literally given money by the Democratic Party. There's zero evidence, absolutely zero evidence that WikiLeaks worked with Russia, and they didn't have to, because we have here in 2015, how on earth does Kim.com know Julian Assange will be Hillary Clinton's worst nightmare? The Mega Upload founder, who faces charges of copyright infringement, said the WikiLeaks founder will take aim at Clinton. By Eli Elkin, and the interview is with Emily Chang. Kim.com, the founder of the defunct file-sharing site Mega Upload, who wants to bring his internet party to the United States in 2016, said WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange will be Hillary Clinton's worst nightmare. In an interview with Emily Chang on Bloomberg Studio One.com was asked about a tweet he sent December, saying that he himself will be Hillary. .com was asked about a tweet he sent in December, saying that he himself will be Hillary's worst nightmare in 2016. So, to continue reading this, you must be a Bloomberg subscriber. So, here is the actual article. It literally debunks. Wingless Angel, we love you. It literally debunks the entire 2 years of Trump Russia. Rodney, hello. How does Kim.com know that Julian Assange has something in store for Hillary Clinton? How is that possible if the Russians hadn't hacked the DNC yet? If the election wasn't even around yet, wasn't even taking place? It's 2015. The election here. Mega Upload founder Kim.com comments on Julian Assange and Hillary Clinton during an interview with Bloomberg's Emily Chang on Studio One. Emily Chang at Studio One, Bloomberg. All you have to do is watch this segment. It is so easy. He's referring to the DNC and WikiLeaks email, the Podesta emails. This is before everything went down. A year before. What? How on earth did Kim.com know this? How did Kim.com know this? Well, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's obvious because they had this. WikiLeaks and Julian Assange did not need Russia. They didn't need Roger Stone or Corsi or anyone. That is part of a fabricated fantasy, a fairy tale that says that the truth about Hillary Clinton, the truth is a widespread criminal plot to hurt Clinton. She outspent Trump 2-1. So yes, Julian Assange is a tzaddik. In Hebrew, it's a Jewish word. It means holy person. There's zero evidence that he worked alongside Trump or Russia to harm Hillary Clinton. And if he happened to publish the emails during the election, that is the same thing as NBC or the Washington Post publishing the Access Hollywood tape. It is the same thing as every media organization. It's the same thing as CNN staking out Roger Stone's house. It's the same thing as every media organization doing everything possible to undermine and hurt Trump. And then you have William Barr as the new attorney general. Look, the Mueller probe is not going to go on forever. There aren't, I mean, the next thing I heard from the grapevine that the almighty Q, the hilarious conspiracy theory that unfortunately has, hurt a great many people. I heard that there hasn't been any Q drops recently. I wonder why. They're probably worried about they're probably worried about getting indicted by Mueller. Okay? Probably worried about getting indicted by Mueller, which would be absolutely hilarious. Absolutely. Because if you part of what they're doing to Roger Stone is just not only unethical, it's really insidious. But part of what happened to Roger Stone was self-induced. He kept saying, "Oh, I'm friends with I know Julian Assange, I know Trump." He kept talking about WikiLeaks emails as if he had some kind of as if he had some kind of advanced knowledge, which he didn't. Joe, you can watch my RT segment on that topic. Just type in RT and then that topic. Exactly, blue dot. A lot of it was self-induced. Oh, if Roger Stone knows WikiLeaks, he knows Julian Assange. Roger Stone knows President Trump. Roger Stone is really, he knows. Well, it's not so much because like there are people who talk about Clinton's crimes like me, and I can list people a lot better than me: Tom Fitton, John Solomon, Kimberly Strassel, Sarah Carter, Dan Bongino, Paul Sperry, Andrew McCarthy. The list goes on. But I don't claim, one thing, I don't claim to have insight. I've never claimed to have inside knowledge. When people were saying that, trying to disparage me because I was right, because actually the FBI legal counsel, James Baker, agreed with me, that Hillary Clinton was going to get indicted and there was a cover-up. They said, well, you said you had an inside source. No, I never said that. There's like a couple, I don't even know if you call a guy a journalist, whatever. He's like, you said you had an inside source. Like, no, I didn't. I didn't say that. I never said that I had an inside source. So I've been published 100 times, over 100 times in the Hill, the Huffington Post, and Salon regarding all of that. Thank you, Blue Dot. Thank you. And it works against them. That's why the Q people are quiet right now, because the whole Jeff Sessions thing was like hilariously wrong. And they're like, and I think I put the fear of God in Jordan Sather, because he was, I was asking questions and he was like, oh, that's what the evidence shows. I can't say I'm certain, Meanwhile, Roger Stone and Jerome Corsi are indicted for things that actually they're indicted. They're being investigated for fantasies that they helped create, unfortunately, regarding. The end game is not the same, though. My end game is not the same as Q. Q is meant to just deceive. My end game is to give the truth based on public record. So completely different end games. Q is to deceive people regarding like Gitmo and mass tribunals and mass arrests, which will never ever happen. We're lucky. We'd be lucky if we get one indictment in the next 3, 4, 5 months. And then if we get Clinton's indictment, there might be 5 or 6 before Clinton, maybe, and then Clinton. Or Clinton, just the public record, she could be indicted. But there won't be like tribunals and Sessions and Huber aren't going to take people down. They're jokes. No one's going to Gitmo. No one's going to Gitmo. Gitmo already should have been closed down because it's unconstitutional and a lot of things. And Trump doesn't speak through 8chan. That's not happening. No, not happening. And right now, Trump is barely able to wrestle the government away. Barely from 8 years, 16 years of Bush and Obama. Barely. And he's doing so with William Barr. So Attorney General nominee William Barr says he would resign rather than fire Mueller with good cause. With good cause. The good cause is that the Russians never interfered in the election. We have no evidence of that. We have no data as to how many voters changed their minds. We have no information. The NSA said that not one vote was altered. Not one vote was altered. Because it's habeas corpus. You can't just take people and put them without a trial. You can't just take people from any, even a theater of war or conflict, and just put them imprison them without a trial. Can't do that. But anyway, Washington. William Barr, President Donald Trump's nominee for Attorney General, told the Senate on Monday he would resign rather than fire Special Counsel Robert Mueller without good cause, while also casting doubt on how much the public might learn about the investigation of Russian interference in the 2016 election. The Russians didn't interfere. Their Facebook ads were not seen by anyone. 3 days before the election, Nate Cohn of the New York Times stated that, oh, by the way, Hillary Clinton has a solid electoral college lead. Not one media organization was talking about Facebook ads that were creating fake news. Not one media organization, not one journalist, not everyone was riding high. People were actually trying to mock me. I remember there was this one Boston Globe journalist. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're the guy." It was on Twitter. It was an exchange on Twitter. He's like, "You're the guy that." Oh, okay. And you could sense that he was trying to, disparage me. And of course, Hillary lost, and I was right. I said Clinton would lose in 2015, and I was right. And everyone was wrong. Then they blamed Russia to save face. They have zero evidence. And the evidence, literally the evidence they have is just purchased by Hillary Clinton. So there you go. It's the sad thing about this is that they have one thing that Trump could have done, and he really could have done this. He could have said, look, you started a special counsel that was completely unlawful without justification. After 7 to 8 months, after a year, because well into 2018, it was 1 year, in the middle of 2018, he could have said, look, you found nothing after a year, you're fired. That's it, you're fired. The media would have melted down. But the media melts down every day. So it would just be a little bit, they would have done a Helsinki, oh my God, you didn't, you didn't pile drive Putin. Oh my God. They would have done a Helsinki for about a week straight, but they can't keep it up. You can't sprint forever. It's like, have you ever punched a punching bag? You can only do it for like 30 seconds max at full speed, or maybe 10 seconds for 20 seconds. I mean, it's impossible to go full steam at all times. You can't do it. So what would have happened if he fired Mueller? The media would have melted down. And then they said, that's it. That's the smoking gun we need. By the way, check out my Second Amendment channel. The best grouping ever. I keep saying that, I know. But I mean, we're talking literally within the green with a .44 Magnum Ruger Super Red Hawk. It was absolutely awesome. And also, of course, check out my RT Crosstalk segment. But what would have taken place? What would have taken place? Nothing. Nothing. They would have simply all they would have done is simply said, well, this proves that Trump is guilty of working with Russia. This proves that Trump is guilty of working with Russia. And he would have simply said, where is the evidence? That's it. Where is the evidence? Ramla, hello. Where is the evidence? He would have had to say, if you're saying this, where's the evidence? Because what the Mueller probe did was they said, oh my God, you know what? I'm saying, don't trust Barr. I am literally saying to everyone, don't trust him, but be hopeful. Do not put your faith in anyone but the public record and facts and reality. So don't trust him. If you believe that the momentum is the writing on the wall states that there's momentum, fine. Momentum to if there's momentum leading to Clinton being finally, I don't know what my live chat is up to, but it's up to some hilarious things. I have a great live chat. I have the most intelligent live chat. In fact, one day, it was interesting. Sargon of Akkad went on my one of my uploads, and it was like 600-700 comments, and he said something to the effect like, this is an amazing comment section. Like, my comment section is awesome. And my live chat's awesome too. But see, this is the thing. Public record doesn't lie. MSM lies, yes, but the spin, there is no spin to WikiLeaks DNC emails. There's no spin. That's the public record. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz was forced to resign. The spin is that it was a Russian plot because the Russians hate Clinton. The public record disproves the spin. The public record is that Bill Clinton met with Vladimir Putin. Yes, that's true. Okay, so let's just say Barr is a swamp creature. Sessions is even more so. But you do need the establishment to clean up the establishment. How is the establishment going to be? How is Hillary ever going to be indicted? Through secret patriots? No. There are no secret patriots. There's power and momentum with establishment wrestling control away from the opposite end of the establishment. It's Trump, even though he's a very different president and he's bringing home Americans from war and he's giving the intelligence community fits, which is fantastic, and he is presiding over peace between North and South Korea, and he is restructuring trade agreements. He's still part of it. Trump is part of the establishment. That's how he became president. You're not going to be completely removed from the American political establishment or sphere or American political elites and become president, or in addition, also, you're not going to be able to expose criminal behavior of people like Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and others without the help of people like William Barr. You can't say that, oh, well, you need somebody who isn't an establishment figure. Actually, this is the best thing ever, because when it all goes down, and I believe it will, media is going to have a very difficult time discrediting or trying to eviscerate William Barr. He was already Attorney General. He's already respected. Well, that's the thing. The fact that he won't recuse himself is the thing. The recusal is a legal issue. The fact that he won't recuse himself means he's free to do what he wants to do. Sessions wasn't even free, we found out eventually, to even look at the Clinton email issue. That's why he got Huber, who literally didn't respond to whistleblowers. So it's now January 28th, 2019. Sessions is gone, long gone, months gone, and we have a whole new paradigm. So, I mean, look at how he explains himself. Well, I won't fire Mueller without good cause. Without good cause. There has to be good cause. So without good cause. Well, of course. Well, of course, there's good cause. That's the whole point of this long-winded segment, like all my segments are long-winded. Of course there's good cause. The good cause is that it should never have been started to begin with. It's unlawful, it's criminal, it's illegal. It was purchased by Hillary Clinton, and it was, the whole thing was just an attempt, an insidious attempt at setting up Trump while at the same time covering up Clinton's crimes. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. We are going to end this. I will be back. Check out my upload. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you. God bless. And to my super chat, thank you so very much. William Barr is going to hopefully be confirmed either this week, very likely next week, within the next 2 weeks. Once that happens, we will get a Strzok and Page investigation. We will get a completely new paradigm. We have a Clinton email investigation. Lindsey Graham is already conducting that in the Senate Judiciary Committee. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I will see you soon. Thank you so very much. Have a great, great day.